Good midnight YouTubers, this is Pokediged here and welcome back for more anime previews and Kuji previews to share with all of you. But today's video of the day is not related to any anime products, as you can see displaying right here right beside me, and you may notice that the quality of the video it's a little bit different because I am borrowing my sister's phone for a while, because if those of you did watch my previous video during the Tokyo vlogs like that, and I bought a variety of Japan hauls. I bought this one on the final day, on day 7, November 25th, and all the photos that I took from day 1 to day 7, some of them I'll be testing out on this product, and most of the photos are on my phone. So I use my phone right here, the Samsung S10 right here. This is I normally use for recording and when I travel to Tokyo, Japan with my friend. So today we'll be unboxing this preview and I'll be testing out here as well. Despite the time here right now in Hong Kong is almost 2 a.m. on April 13th. So without further ado everyone, here it is, the Printoss machine. So many people really recommend using this because this does not require, which you can see right here, the top corner there, if you can see it. Sorry, because I'm trying to get use of my sister's phone. So the first three you see there doesn't require installing apps, that doesn't consume battery, and no need to connect any Bluetooth and so forth. So this is really amazing. And of course the company from the Eco right there, Eco Toy, and the Takara Tomy. And I'm not doing this as a pay contribute or something, it is not, just a friendly previewing, that's it. And at the bottom right here, covering there, you see the Printoss Sora. So Sora means blue sky in Japanese. So right here you can see at the front, then the side right here, then to the other side, then to the back of the box. And you can see there's different ways to make your photo into this variety of quality. So it doesn't mean the machine itself for this Printoss can help you. Maybe you can do it on your phone app, like line camera, photo grid, those kinds of variety of apps that you normally take photos and put them this variety of color themes, like maybe the classics or like the black and white theme, and etc. So without further ado everyone, I'll be right back and to open this box up. And after opening the box right here, you can see there's two items, which are the manual instructions from my hands, and they have 4 languages. Then lastly but not least is the machine, the Printoss itself right here. So you can see the label right there on the machine. It says there Printoss. I had to do that light in order for you guys to see it there. And then how to set this up. So before I will set this up to you all, just look at the whole thing first. So I really like its silky surface right here and the sky blue theme color. It's really eye-catching, and it's silky. It doesn't really meant like too bright or too dark theme, and I really like it. So I'm glad to have chosen this color. It's also because it's my favorite color for blue theme. So now let's just carry on and how it will look like. So here is the main front right here, but then as you open it, this is where you'll be opening it from these two right here, that which we will call it the wing. So opening this two until you hear a click sound, and another one as well. And once you open these two wings, you see that there is that lamp right there, in order for you to see the reflection before you take a photo from your phone directly. But you need to use this frame to take it out and then put it on top here, which you can see why there's these corner edges, if you can see it there, and top right here to adjust it. And of course I need to remove it slightly this way. I have to be careful, but in order for me to get the frame of this one, I have to open it even more wider. So the width, I can go all the way here. That is the maximum I can go for. go any further, I may broke this. So once you open this wide and you want to take the white frame right here, just move it sideways and the black part right here will open there. So I have to be careful not to put it too far left or too right. And when you look at here, right here, where you be seeing the photos right there, directly towards your phone, you know, the area where you want to adjust the photo. Once you place this on your phone, and then you want the picture or you want to know how it looks like, this is where you'll be looking at. For this white frame, as you can see right there, there's a lighter white right there. That's actually a tape to attach it to your phone. So just let me show it to you. So how do you do it? Is simply just try to put it right there on your phone. So I am just fortunate that it can fit, like even with these edge curves on my phone, at least I can still fit it perfectly right there. So let me just choose a random photo, my bad. And oh yes, I forgot to inform you that you need to make sure that your screen right here, the brightness needs to be all the way to the max, or else once you take the photo from that machine, it will not work. So just to remind you that, just giving you guys the heads up, those of you just recently had this machine. So I chose this photo. I'm so sorry if you cannot see it, but this is where I'm actually standing at the bridge area in Ikebukuro. That was on day 6. So once you find your photo, which I'll put a photo right here that's original here that you can't see because it's too bright. So once it's set up like that, and then make sure that if you're going to take your phone like this, it will also affect. So make sure that you have a setup right here that will make sure that once you go sideways, it will not. So you have to press the auto rotate. You have to make sure that it's concealed, locked like that. So once you have your phone set like this, and then just adjust it. But because I'm not ready for it, I'm just giving you some mini tutorials. So after that mini tutorial, but it's not whole thing yet because we still have this dial right here. You can see the mini dial I'm holding down the corner right here of this one, because this one is to get the film out from this area right here. And before we can do that, we need to put the instant film. So if those of you are still new to this kind, even myself, the instant films are these kinds right here. You can buy them in cameras or electronic stores as long as you can see them displaying. So on my right here, I bought it here in Hong Kong. Well, for this one, I bought this along with the Printoss. So I kind of realized that there's actually a due date right here, but is this one I am more concerned, because this one, it says here used before 2020 February. So I'm not so sure if this is actually safe to use. So instead of like risking myself to use this one, I'm going to put this aside and just carry on with this one instead, because this one will be expired in 2021 on September, because the other one that I bought not even long ago, it's actually expired this year, February. So I'm a bit concerned about that. So if you have any things like this, or you've already tried it, let me know what's the result of this. Will it damage the Printoss, the machine, or just makes the photo look awkward? So please do comment below on this video if you did try it out somewhat this kind of situation, because I am not going to risk this. So we'll be using this one instead, the mermaid tail, total of 10 sheets only right there. So I'm so sorry if you can't see, because I am really using my sister's phone camera, so I don't know how to adjust it. So I'm going to open this right up, and after opening the box and the package, so be sure that you don't press your finger, don't use any of your fingers. Right here you can see by that logo right there, the highlight. And this is the instant film right here, instant mini, not Instagram. So how do we put it? So do you see the black one right here, there, that mini cube, rectangle cube? So if you're not familiar with the instructions, don't worry how to identify it. Do you see the yellow cube right here on the this instant film? Just place it right here. So let me open this one. You can see it. just open slowly, and then place this one like so, and then these two, the gray ones, you see that right there, they will just clip it like you plug like that to your device or any electronic stuff. It will plug it itself. So let us do it, and let me double check first. All clear, so here we go. So you hear the click sound, right? So that means it is okay. But we're not done yet because we need to rotate this little fella, the knob right here. So if you see the Printoss word right there, right, if you can see it, so to my direction, to prevent from the confusion, do this one, which I'm looking the instructions at the same time. Dial it that way, that direction. So that means if I'm doing myself, yep, like that, I have to do this clockwise, not anti-clockwise, to my point of view right here, clockwise. So I need to be careful because around 8 to 10 turns, the film, the instant film will pop out. So I have to do it sideways to let you see it. And here it is, the film, the one I should not be touching it popped out. So after around 8 to 10 counts, I forgot already, but as you keep turning and turning, just don't stop, just keep turning and turning. You will feel the beginning it's a bit lighter smooth, but as you go deeper to wait for the film to come out, the extra cover film, it will get a little bit hard, but don't do it too hard, just keep going. But you can feel the adjustment there. So before we can start rotating anymore, because the film is already on standby mode, we need to take these two wings out right there. Here we go. But because I have this one in, I had to slide it all the way here. Let me show you how, so it's easier for you guys to know how to put back in. You see there? That's how you know how to put it back in safely, instead of like forcing in the way that's not really good. So take this one out and then just fully adjust it like so right here. And I do apologize if you can hear the vacuuming right now. Then once you see this hook right there for both sides, so make sure you put it in the right direction right here. For the sticky part, just leave it because it's supposed to be for your phone. I'm just showing you how it looks like by placing it. And here we go. So you can tell that I was a little bit confused, so I had to make sure that this one is not too far out and has to be around this right here. You can see my head right here. I have to be a little, not too like this, but just a little bit, just in order for these hooks right here to fit in. It's already mentioned clearly on the instructions, so you don't need to fear about this. Now let's start. And to be sure to adjust the phone, and the auto rotation has to be locked once I chose the right phone, the right photo, then it's set. So be right back and I will begin once it is all set up. So after readjusting everything, and I kind of made a slight mistake, so I'm not so sure if this will affect the photo afterwards, because I kind of like rotated a little before I even do the snapshot. So that's a little my fault there. So if those of you are like really well prepared, like this position ready, make sure you always take the shot right here, the shutter, if you can see that button there. Take down first and then you can rotate. But of course, before you rotate this, if once you hear the click sound and you're worried that you may drop your phone device while you're rotating it, you can just remove it and then just rotate it in a peaceful way like that. But because I rotate this a little, so I don't know how will the photo be affected by this situation, so don't do the mistake what I just did. So everything is set up, so let's get started. So once you hear the click sound, start rotating and you can just put your phone down peacefully. So as for now, the photo right here is still ongoing, still making sure that the photo that I took is going to pop out. And make sure once you're holding the photo, do not flinger like this, do not bend it, just leave it as should be. So instead of me going to touch the main thing, you can see it's starting to pop up right there. I will just leave it aside and make sure I don't touch anything. So I'm just going to place it on my laptop right there, and we'll proceed more of the photos, and you'll see me the progressions of how am I going to set this up. So enjoy this mini of a BGM or ASMR. And finally, I have to switch my phone back here to record because my sister's phone, like when I tried to show the photo right here, the films that I took from the Printoss, it did not focus very well, so I had to swap it back, and it's almost 3 a.m. So let me show you the 5 photos that I took. 2 was actually okay, the best so far out of 5. While the 3, it's because it's too dark. Mainly it's too dark, and there's actually well, most of them, the edges are a little bit tit off like that, so it's like out of place. So I think it's best to remove the sticky part right here, like remove it and then attach it to your phone, so there's no other option. So the way I did the technique of not removing this, it's actually a bad idea, so it's best to remove it and then attach it to your phone. So the first one, which is right here, if you can see it, that is the photo where I was standing at the bridge area in Ikebukuro. So you can't hardly see anything. You can see my phone screen though. You can tell it's really dark because the setting that I did, like originally where we take this photo, it was a little bit dim and dark. So it's best to adjust your your photo into the brightness, like when you do some phone gridded or line, those kinds of phone apps, to brighten up your pictures, which I did that on the last photo, which I will show to you in a few minutes. Then here is the second photo that I tried out, and this one is actually not bad. So like I said to you, the second photo and the last one was actually the best, though this one is a little bit dark, but if you can see the quality of the photo right here, it's not bad. It's like back in the 80s, or like let's say 70s, 80s, and a middle of like 80s to 90s. So I really like this photo, though the bottom part right here, because I think my phone was like a little bit out of the frame like that. So but overall I really like this photo. So moving on to the third one, which I was sitting at the Tokyo Skytree, one of the stairways area, but you can't even see a thing because it's so dark. Well, you can see the edges right there is off again, but I'm still new to this. It's part of learning like that, but it was too dark again. So that was a little bit of my fault without knowing that some of the photos are a little bit like dark, but I did not know. So I now know that there are some photos that if you want to take a photo like in a standard, like these kinds of photo scenes, it's best to adjust the brightness while you do the editing like that. So here's the third one. Then to the fourth one, which is at the Tokyo Disney Sea. So I was standing at the Mermaid Lagoon. Right there, you can see me wearing that galaxy dress, and I really like this photo, but the brightness, it's not really bright. It's so dark, so you can't hardly see me. I'm so camouflaged. So this is the original photo. I'll put it right there, and this is the result. So I may try to do another one again, but not this type because it's getting so late. But this is how it looks like. And of course, this part right here, the bigger space, it should be like this direction. So the other photo that you saw, the one I showed you, the third one, was a mistake. So that's why you can see me. I had to turn the Printoss to the other way around so I can get a perfect position like that, the right area, just in order to get this correctly. Then to the final photo, which I really like this one. This has to be the best out of the 5. This one the best. The second one has to go for the second photo with my friend Jessica and Japan Award. But this one has to be the first because this photo, I actually adjust the brightness before I upload this photo on my Instagram account. So you can tell that the quality of it was actually good. Really good. And the effect there, I didn't do the effect. It's just how the picture looks like back in the classic times like that. And I really like this effect there. Like the Instagram effect. I forgot how you call that, but I really like this one. It's really back to the early 90s, the feeling of that moment. And you can see it's almost to the right direction, except for the edges. You can see there the white corners on my left, right here, and right a little off, but this is really good, and I really like it so much. So what do you guys think? And I really like the frame of the mermaid tail that it shows. Hopefully to find more of these kinds of photos, but in our area right now, the store there is actually closed, so I am not that sure when will they open. And at the same time, I need to have money, so sorry for the blurriness again. And in my conclusion, this Printoss machine right here is definitely worth getting, and I really have fun doing this, even though I just took a few photos of 5 for now. So the rest of the 5 photos, I'll let my sister try it out for the next day. And if you did enjoy this unboxing and preview of this Printoss machine, let me know in the comments down below which one of these photos of mine do you like the most. Feel free to comment down on this video. And if you're having any issues regarding about this Printoss, don't hesitate to comment down as well. And feel free to subscribe to my channel right here to see more anime previews and Kuji previews in the later future, or more of these products preview. Until then everyone, see you all in the next anime preview, and stay safe and wash your hands frequently.